welcome to a day in the life of the Aboriginal and LostPhoenixWolf. Watch out. But anyway, continuing on from when I was talking about similarities between my dad, who, well, I don't know. I've already said this before, probably said it a couple times, and it makes it interesting to actually talk about it a little bit more, I guess. My mother met my father when they were young, and she started drinking. I think she started drinking around, I guess, around 13. I'm guessing about 13, because they were together off and on, off and on. That's one of my guesses. I don't know 100% sure on that, but I guess they met each other at somebody's party. Then started talking with one another, hanging out, drinking, sneaking out of the houses and stuff, and she got emotionally involved with him, and but he had like violent tendencies, because he was kind of a violent person. He was always getting into fights. He's always getting into trouble. He's always leaving the house or something like that. Skipped school a lot. I think he skipped school. I think he stopped going to school like grade 5 or 6, something like that. He just up and quit and started doing odd jobs and stuff. I didn't really care. He mostly just partied and drank and rode a motorcycle or a car, and I guess she liked that bad boy idea, I guess. So they got involved, and one day she was telling him that she is pregnant, and he turned around and wanted to make sure things are right. They both got married, and then shortly after that, I was born, and I guess she knew that I was not his child, but she didn't tell him. She didn't tell him because there's a possible chance that I was not his child. She had me at 16 years old, and he was 21. I guess they got married when she got 16. He was 21, I think. Let's backtrack. Let's check this out right now. Let's see. Knock off from that. It's 20. Oh wait, no. I don't even know. Oh. I guess he was like 25. Really? 25? No, 40. Yeah, 25. 25. She was 16, he's 25, I guess. I don't know. That sounds really not probable, but with his age to my age now. Anyway, moving on from the age difference here, wow. She left me in the hospital bed, and she knew that, what the hell? And she took off from the hospital bed and just left me in the hospital bed, and my uncle learned that she just gave birth to me. I think my grandfather drove her there. They couldn't drive. There was no close hospital on the reserve or outskirts of the reserve. They had to go a couple towns over, and so she gave birth to me, and within a couple hours. It's a tough story to actually talk about right now, but I might as well get it out there and get it done. She was really sure that that the dad who is my dad today is not really my father. She went to the person that she was seeing behind my dad's back. She went up to him, and my real father was a little drunk, and she said to him, "I am carrying your child." And he was because she was she was persistent. She wanted to see him, and she finally got a chance to talk to him and tell him that she is pregnant with his child. And he was like, "That is not my child," and kicked her in the stomach, causing me to be 3 months premature, water on the brain, and with so much water pressure on my brain that I only had like 2 or 3 hours of life that I'm gonna end up dying because they couldn't relieve the pressure of the water on my brain because it was so severe. So she got picked up from, I think it was my grandfather, and that's what my guess is. My grandfather, and grandfather took her to wherever, and then she gave birth to me. Some about I only had like I was probably gonna live for 2 hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours. Within a couple hours, she left me in the hospital bed, and she got dressed and she took off. So I guess I did die shortly after that, and I came back to life. Not too long time after. I was pronounced dead. But I guess I came back to life. I guess they relieved some water in my brain somehow, or somehow it's drained by itself. I don't know. But my dad was in this. My father here, you know, I'm not real father. The father who, you know, was taking care of me today, or was taking care of me. That he was in the detention center. He was drinking and driving. He smashed his car into an empty school bus. And he was in there for, I think, 3 weeks to a month or something like that in the detention center. And she knows how violent he is and how moody he is. And she couldn't really tell him that, if, you know, it'd be possible that he's not the real father. They were married. They got married because he's thinking that, you know, I was his son. So, even though he married her and took care of me as his son, as I got older and my facial features, you know, changed from her to, you know, just mostly her and somebody else. And he learned that I was not his son. He was kind of disappointed because, you know, he was happy to have a son. So regardless the age, I didn't think until now the age difference was that big. But I don't know, doesn't really care. I don't care about that right now. So for all these years, she knew, well actually, she came back. She came back when I was about 6 months old. She came back for a bit and she was to take care of me a little bit. And then, you know, she was kind of sneaking around. She didn't really want to tell my dad that she's back and stuff, and she was kind of scared, and she was hiding out in different places, breaking windows and doors and stuff, looking for her. He was really pissed off. So she ended up take off. She took off to the BC. And what I don't get is that, okay, I'm not going to go. Actually, no, yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about it right now. So for 18 years, she thought I was dead. 18 years, I thought she was dead. She'd get in contact me with. I had some uncles go up there. They found her. You know, they sent phone number to my grandfather. My grandfather, I'm calling her back, and then I had to pay, for long distance myself. And I think I maybe got 3 to 5 different calls and tons of letters going back and forth for about 3 years, and then it stopped. The letters stopped. Then the letters started up again between I think around 26, 27, and then they stopped again. So then some years passed by again, and she's sending me a letter saying she's between jobs right now. Your brother's looking for work. He doesn't have any clean clothes. She's out of cigarettes, and she goes to the bar. Nobody really wants to talk to her or buy her a beer, and a bunch of whining and complaining. And the letter that she wrote on, she actually did spill beer on it and then let it dry, and then still wrote the letter on it. A bunch of whining and complaining, and I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't need to reply to this. I crumpled it up, threw it in the garbage. It's probably recycled by now. And I didn't send her a letter. I didn't send her a letter back because if she really, really wanted to see me, she had all these years to save up some money and come see me. My dad even, I think it was 10 years ago, no, 8 years ago, 8 years ago. 8 years ago, my dad was saying that, hey, how about, he goes, she could stay here for a little bit, but then she's got to find another place, maybe about a month, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. And then she can, find another place. So that she'd come back and she'd live with me, and then we're going to get a place together and, not be somewhat a happy family. But she didn't, take that that offer, and she decided to just stay out there and do what she wanted to do in her life. And I don't know. I don't think she will ever see these videos, but I'm very pissed off at her. Very pissed off. If I could get away with it, she needs a big slap in the face. She does. 'Cause that's what it is. Practically a slap in the face in my life that she's never even bothered to come see me. Leave me in a hospital to just die. And then, come to see me around 6 months. I don't know her. I don't know what the feeling is to have like a real mother. I mean, I had a stepmother. She was wicked back then, but besides the point. Then she's got I got a half brother. She's got another son, 3 years after me, but she's been taking care of him all this time. And why him and not me? You could have took me with you. I probably would have had a better life with her. I probably would have had a way better life, honestly. But then, she was a big drinker now too. But it'd be nice to, have a life with my brother. But anyway, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know the stepbrothers and stepsisters. I wouldn't really know this father. But I don't know. My life could have been worse. Could have been. Like I said, it's kind of hard to talk about right now, but I'm going to just continue getting it off my chest. I probably already talked about it in another video before, but it's just something, that happened in my life, my lifetime before kind of thing. And, the father, he's cool now. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that, I guess. That's what I want to get off my chest, to let you guys know that my real mother left me at birth. My real father didn't care about about me kicking her in the stomach, and she being premature and water on the brain. A mild spinal bifida on top of that. Mild spinal bifida when I was a baby, and I didn't start walking until like between 3.5, and back pain galore. Back pain started around when I was 13. Got a little bit worse, and a little bit better, a little bit worse, and then 18. It was pretty bad, and I needed to do some steps and exercising, but I could get a repair out of the back, but that'd be surgery. And at that time, it was the technology then was really crappy. I could be good as new, or I could be in a wheelchair. So it was a 50-50 chance I didn't want to take. So now, just dealing with my back. The back is just a way of life, and I'm older now, and even after that bike crash, my back is even worse now, and it's so sore. Stuff with that. I got really nothing more to say right now. I'm going to just continue on the next video. I'm going to wrap this up. You guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. Share this video on channel, my benefit, my benefit me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thank you for viewing this video. Time you guys watch it. Hope you all have nice days, morning, night. Remember to be Aboriginal then original.